Hello, welcome back to the Monitoring Academy seminars. This is episode 3. My name is Mark Leftwich and I'm the team in technical lead and support. Today I'm here with my colleague as always, Sean Roger.
Hi there.
And we've also got a special guest today, which is Wael Shoyinka. He also works out the UK team with me.
Hi.
So today's topics, we've got a few good ones for you today. The first one is how you can use your data warehousing process to push that data straight into an analytics tool. Lots of big customers out there today are all using data analytics. So hopefully this method will save you a little bit of bandwidth on your network. The second topic we're going to cover today is also if you're missing data from your historical workspaces, a few quick tips and tricks that you can go and check to see why it's not there. This will hopefully stop you raising PMRs on this subject and may get you back on your feet quicker. The third one today we're going to talk about is also TCR PD collect. There's a slight glitch in the latest version, so we're going to make you aware of it just in case you have to use it to send some data into us today. So I guess the first topic I'll talk about today then is the data warehousing. So As I mentioned, every big customer uses analytics to trend predict and just to see what's going on generally with trend prediction historically as well in their environments. This is a lot of data that gets sucked into these analytics tools, and at the moment it's been quite a manual process to move all of the data that ITM collects in its vast warehouses and push it back into analytics tools ready to be used. As of 6.3 FixPack 3, ITM has caught up with the times and it's actually integrated a feature. So now you can export your data straight to your warehouse as you normally would, but there's an option for the WPAs to push it straight off as well into a CSV file. These CSV files can be pushed to a location of your choosing, and then your analytics tools can come in, pick up those files and push them straight through. So this makes the process of using large amounts of data a little bit more streamlined in analytics tools. There's a few things you have to do to activate this. They're all part of the HD or WPA config files, INI files if you're using Linux. One you have to set is the KHD CSV output activate. Now this you have to put equals Y at the end. This enables the setting to actually use the CSV files. There's another one that you can use, which is the KGH CSV max size. This tells the WPA what is the maximum size of the CSV file it should write to. Now, not everybody uses this, but it's a good idea if you've got limited file system space. You don't want to create a 500 gigabyte CSV file that can't be read by anything and could potentially blow out your data systems. So have a look at that one. May need it, may not, worth looking at. The last one also to look at is going to be the KHD CSV output. This is where I mentioned before you can specify the directory that this file gets written to so that your analytics tools can come along and pick it up. It's a very high level overview there, but I wanted to give you a highlight of the feature that is now available to you. Lots of people out there using analytics and not using this yet. It's a great way to streamline the process. So I guess that's probably all you need to know on a high level for now, I'd say.
All right, that's some good stuff there, Mark. Now, I know you've gone through a bunch of different variables here, so I guess my question is going to be, is there somewhere online that customers can actually read a bit more about this? Because otherwise they're going to have to pause the video and try and find it. So
definitely. So if you're anything like me, I get told something, unless it's written down, it's gone within about 5 minutes. So I've written a blog on this on the Developer Works. If you search on Mark Leftwich, all one word, and Developer Works, you'll see all my blog listings. This one's under data analytics, so just have a look there. It shows you how to set it up. It's also got a flow diagram of how the data moves around between your analytics tools and ITM.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, next subject then. Wael, I believe you're going to cover today, if you're missing historical data from a workspace, some of the bits you can check just to make sure you haven't missed any basics in setting it up before you raise a PMR.
Exactly. I think one of the things we really need to look at when you're trying to configure your historical data collection is you've got to ensure that, number one, you have binary files at your agent, because without those files, it'd just be a waste of time. Once you've done that, then you have to go into the historical configuration itself, take the attributes, configure the attributes, set it where you want the data collection to be. In most cases, we do recommend that you do set them at the agent for the simple fact that you'll have a lot of space. And one of the things you don't want to do is to spend too much time and your system to spend too much time and too much resources at your temps. That slows down everything.
Yes.
No one wants that.
It's a great point, that rather than put the load on your temps where you've got all the throughput of the agents, polling everything else, Wael's recommending you put it on the agents. It's a great tip, highly recommend that.
Now, once you've done that, you've configured the attributes, you have to make sure that you do distribute that particular configuration
Very much.
to the agent, because without it, you
Yeah.
will not get any data. Well, you will get the data, but you will not be shown. You go into your navigator, look at your navigator. Take for instance this processor disk. There will be no data there. There will be no historical configuration. Historical diagram for you to see what's actually happening at that attribute.
And that's a big thing. So many customers forget
So,
to do
in
that.
fact-
It's such an easy thing to
In
overlook.
fact, I just had a look at one today. It's something that will take you only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Pick up the attributes, look at the distribution tab, and you will see that it's either the agent you're trying to distribute or you're trying to get your data from, is that they're in the list or not. If they're not in the list, put them in the list, and only takes 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and all it's done. Unfortunately, once this is now moved to the correct location and you getting the binary files being set up at the agent, you do have to wait for 24 hours, unfortunately, because with this summarization and pruning will run 24 hours to get your data. It will keep running, but there will be no pruning for you for the next 24 hours. And this is all that we require. Very simple tip. Number one, check your binary files are there. Number two, make sure that you do set up your configuration, historical configuration. And number three, make sure you do distribute. Without it,
as you said, it's crazy the amount of issues we see coming in with customers say, we haven't got any historical data for an agent. You log onto their system and the first thing you check is they haven't actually got that agent in that distribution list.
Yeah,
You click it,
yeah.
24 hours later, the WPA picks up all the data that's been collected in the warehouse, problem solved. So you can save yourself some time, and however much you love talking to us on PMRs, you can probably save yourself the effort, a couple of quick checks there. That's a great
That's
point,
right.
Will. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you.
that.
Brilliant, thank you, Will.
Okay.
All right, and the last thing today is a typically common reporting issue. Now, anyone who has logged a TCR PMR with IBM support will be familiar with the TCR PD collect scripts that we ask you to run. This is regularly updated when new versions of TCR come out, old versions are retired. This is a problem with the current version that's available for downloads. That's version 4. If you're using versions 1 through 3, that's fine, you won't have this issue. Basic problem, it doesn't collect the logs directory, which is kind of an issue because the whole point of TCR-PD collect is that it collects everything. So at the moment, if you're running version 4 and you're asked to collect, if you're asked to run the script by IBM support, please make sure collect the logs directory manually. We are looking at this internally. We're working to get a new version of the script out, and hopefully that's going to be out in the not too distant future. That will be version 5. So keep an eye on the TCR-PD collect tech note, and you should see that updated soon.
Definitely. We'll keep you updated here as well, and we'll probably push stuff out on the blog. So if you do want to follow what is the latest updates for TCR, ITM, any of the monitoring products, get on the blog page as much as you can, Developer Works, in the APM, Application Performance Manager section. That's where you'll find all the latest updates. It's where we push every update that is hot, critical, or just something you might want to know as an FYI. So PD Collect will be on there as soon as it's ready. I think that's probably all we've got today, actually, isn't it?
I think so. It's quite a short one this week.
Yeah, so again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again in a week or two.
All right,
Thank
thanks very
you.
much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice. That should be quite smooth.
Thank you for watching this video at the IBM Monitoring Academy. We appreciate your feedback, so please feel free to use the comments box below. We'd also love you to check the thumbs up box if you appreciated this video. We have added several helpful links to the YouTube comments box below so you can find all our other content on social media. I would definitely recommend that you check out the blogs on DevWorks. Take care.